Well, hello, this is Chaplain Rick with Corporate Chaplains of America. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video for a few minutes here. I believe that we have in the moment, I have four factors that I want to share with you today. Four factors that can shape your work experience. As you well know, and I watched this video that really blessed my life, and it was a video by Chandran Thomas. He's the author and president of the Northern Trust Asset and Management. And as I watched this video, I said, this is very insightful. I would like to share this, pass it on to all my viewers as well, because I believe that we devote most of our waking hours at work. It's been said that 70% of our time is spent at work. And yet, research reveals today's workers are working longer, more stressed, and increasingly disengaged from the work. So the satisfaction has been on the rise, and creating inadequate work because of inadequate work environments. So leading to people being unhappy. And so I believe this is an issue that we need to discuss. We need to talk about. So I want to provide some wisdom to you today. There's an ancient scripture, ancient proverb that says this: listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end, you will be wise. So my aim today and my aim in these videos is to provide advice, provide some wisdom, some tools under your belt. So if you have a pen and paper, jot these notes down, or jot them down in your phone, plug them in your phone in your notes. But I pray that it will be a blessing to your life. Also, there's an ancient proverb that says, for whoever finds life receives favor from the Lord. Whoever finds life finds me, whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. What is the me that I'm talking about? The wisdom. Whoever finds wisdom. So I pray that this will be the case in your sake. Our happiness in work has much to do with our inward environments. What's going on the inside? Sometimes we're blaming and pointing the finger at the outside of our bosses, our employment, or people outside, our coworkers. But many times the issues that we're bringing, what are we bringing to the table? It's who we are on the inside that's having an effect in our work environment. So the author points out these four factors here, which are attitude, approach, aptitude, and achievement. They start with A's, okay? Four A's. Attitude is number one, our approach to our work environment, our aptitude, and also the achievement. So those are the four things that we're going to discuss here today that if we pay attention to and start working on them, can change the way we view things, how we are our work environment, okay? Do you see your work as a positive or a negative, experience in your life? Do you see it as a positive or negative experience? In what ways would your workplace need to change to make it more positive experience? Many of us have no trouble answering the previous questions here. We are very aware of the feelings toward work and changes we hope to see in the exterior environments, but we rarely consider our interior environments, our attitudes, our expectations, our unspoken hopes that we bring to our workplaces. So take a moment to consider your attitude. What interior environment do you think you are bringing to your workplace? Attitude. Chuck Swindoll, a great pastor and author, says this: the longer I live, the more I realize that the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me, he says, is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, attitude, a home, a corporation. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day, what we bring to the table. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act a certain ways. We cannot change people. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. Our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you and me. We are in charge of our attitudes. So there it goes. We are in charge of our attitude. Change your attitude. Our chosen attitude will determine our perception of our individual circumstances. By changing our attitude, my friends, we can also change our perception and experience in the workplace. In the workplace. How would you characterize your attitude to your workplace, your co-workers? How might frustrations or negative feelings affect your workspace and team, the team members? In what ways could a positive outlook change your individual experience? You know, very important. We will encounter pain at work. The Chandran says that did not tell us to pretend that pain does not exist. Rather, he suggests that a good attitude is an outlook that seeks to respond to every circumstance in a constructive way. In a constructive way. Consider a recent frustration at work that you may have or you may have had. What would it look like for if you would respond constructively in that circumstance? How would that look? Okay. So attitude is very important. We need to all work on our attitudes. Okay. Number two, he says, alter your approach. Alter your approach. Change is difficult. We would like to avoid it, but we will all encounter shifts in roles and responsibilities at work. Change is inevitable. We got to be flexible. All organizations change. So we must be able to remain agile and adaptable if we are to find satisfaction in our work. Chandran suggests there are three elements that will help us approach change in a positive way. The first element is preparation. It says start with the end in mind. Start with the end in mind. So let's start with your targets. What is one goal you would like to meet in your work? What is one goal you would like to meet at your job? What steps would you need to make over the coming weeks and months to achieve those goals? Those are questions you may ask yourself, and maybe jot those down today, right now, right there in that where you're at. Based on your previous answer, what daily preparation can help you reach those steps? Preparation, plan, prioritization, okay, allows for your time, allocate your time. What can you do? Prioritize the day. The power of teamwork, partnering with others to achieve those goals. We can't do this alone. Collaboration among your peers is so important. Communication, effective communication, listening, knowing that we are better together. I say that a lot, but it's so important that we can't be doing this individually. We can do this as a team together, collaboration. So it's very important. Everyone can working together, can collaborate together, can get so much accomplished. And it can cause your work environment to be more enjoyable when we invite and we can work together as one. Okay. So the third step is of this is raise your aptitude. Raise your aptitude. To find joy in work, we need to increase our ability to learn and perform. Always having that teachable spirit. What can I do to learn, to improve, to sharpen my skills, to sharpen the axe, right? So we can cut better, to perform better. But growth is not automatic. We need to discover our potential, develop our skills, okay, and deploy our abilities. Discovery is centered on learning about ourselves. Discovery. Take a moment to consider unique capabilities. And then after you discover that, start developing. Find a mentor and enrolling in a classes or a YouTube channel or however, even listening to this segment right now, I pray that it could be blessing you and helping you to develop your skills, What could you do to develop your abilities today and your talents? Finally, we need to deploy our abilities in our work. When your unique talents and developed skills are being used, you will find excuse me, more satisfaction in your work? What would it look like to deploy your skills in your workplace, putting it to work? Okay, uh, and so that's a great factor, great things to think about. And number four, ensure your achievement. The final principle that Sandran shared in this video was uh, uh, shared to attain goals and desired outcomes. Busyness is not achievement, and and often causes us to feel spent and unimportant. Sometimes we're just working, working, working. We think we're achieving, but we're not achieving our goals. We're not meeting the goals that we have played before us. Instead of focusing on remaining active, think about the good your work creates in the world. You're making a difference. You're making a difference in someone's life. You're putting a smile in someone's face. What you bring to this is so valuable. You're making others better themselves as well. What benefits does your work give to individuals in our society? Reaching your goals should produce more than personal satisfaction. The most fulfilling goals create an impact both in your workplace and in the world. So, what goals have you set that can impact your workspace, that can impact others? What will accomplishing these goals provide for you and those around you is a good question to ask. So, apply what you have learned. Think, commit, and act. Find meaning in your work is the key. Find meaning in your work is the key to success. Meaning, have meaningful work. Commit, addressing your interior environment will cause your work to be more joyful and fulfilling. And act, change in these four ways, these four aspects that we've talked about today. Change your attitude, alter your approach, raise your aptitude, and ensure your achievement. So, final four takeaways I want to leave you here today. Four takeaways. Number one, attitude emulate from the inside and is a portrait of your inner self. Your attitude is a portrait of your inner self. Transformation begins with examining your perspective of the workplace and not the workplace itself. And number two, good things happen when you combine the right attitude with the right approach. Good things will happen when you combine the right attitude with the right approach, okay? And number three, your aptitude, which is a function of your natural abilities and acquired competencies, is the unique skill set that enables you to excel in your work. As you grow, others grow as well. It's that so lift the lid. Increase your aptitude. And number four, achievement enables productivity, leading to personal fulfillment in the workplace. Wow. Achievement enables productivity, leading to personal fulfillment in the workplace. Oh, come on. That's powerful. May your work, my friends, joy and life be full. Get to the maximum. And may your work and life, joy and life be full. That's my final thought there. Well, such a pleasure to be speaking to you and share with you these points here. I pray that you will grow, continue to grow. Your workspace will be an enjoyable moment, and you will not only grow yourself, but you are making a difference in others as well. When you can smile on their face. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. This is Chaplain Rick with Corporate Chaplains of America. May you have a blessed day. Until next time, God bless you. Bye-bye.